mindful and calm so they did like less nervous eating or anxious eating?
Right, and that's a big one. I just worked with someone yesterday who has a compulsive eating disorder, and a lot of times we do get into compulsivity because of our anxiety and our stress. So, you know what? We are so hard on ourselves, and we put ourselves down a lot. We're our worst enemy. So it's really about giving yourself peace of mind that, you know what, you are the best that you could be. And yes, we could always grow, but accept you for who you are, and that will help relax you and give you some peace of mind.
So take time for yourself. That's number 3. I think a lot of moms and dads, for that matter, too, they don't really I don't know that my husband takes any time for himself away.
You know what? That's really important, especially women. A lot of times we talk about that on the air, that they need to date people, right? Because they're afraid to be alone, or teenagers, we're seeing that they always need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend for that matter. So it's really important that you are comfortable in your own skin and like who you are. And the only way we can get there is if we have alone time.
All right. What is a chance?
So it's really about giving yourself, time to grow, which we've said before, but also giving yourself some, we've talked about this, forgiveness, freedom to do what you want to do and take risk.
And I love the idea of forgiveness. That's a big one. All right, therapist Lisa, how do we find you?
LifeSupportInstitute.com.
All right, you'll love this good news story. So this is about a little boy who kept asking his mom if he could have 2 lunches for school. And she finally found out why he was asking for 2 lunches, and it's pretty stinking sweet. She then goes on to Facebook Live, does a video, and she's in tears. Here we go.
I tell you this not for praise or anything. I'm just telling you because this is it's pretty intense.
Josette Duran's emotional Facebook Live video is getting a lot of attention. She's been packing her son's lunch and an extra one since the beginning of the school year because her son asked her to.
He said, "No, Mom, it's for this little boy at school." And he sits by himself and all he eats is a fruit cup.
The school principal called Duran into the office because that little boy's mom found out Duran had been feeding her son.
She says, I know this isn't much, but I just got a job, and I know you've been feeding my son.
Duran says she couldn't accept the single mother's money. The girls' volleyball team that Duran coaches also raised more than $400 to pay her back, but she took that money straight to the cafeteria.
We paid up all the past due accounts for all the kids that need lunch, right? So now no one in that school owes any lunch money to anybody, and everybody can eat.
Duran found out the little boy's mom lost her job and couldn't afford to pay for his school lunches. It's something Duran says she knows all too well.
This hits home to me because a few years ago, me and my son were homeless. I was living in my car. I was washing him in bathrooms, and we didn't have food. And
not only has Duran taught this school a valuable lesson in compassion and kindness,
I have friends, and I'm doing better in school. And you have a great son, and he is my best friend.
She's also created a new friendship.
Oh, I love that story. I think that's so stinking sweet. Oh, absolutely love it. All right, coming up, we've got Dr. Alan Sachs. President Obama is advising Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump to quit whining about the rigged elections. We'll discuss that. Is that appropriate? Michael Moore releasing a surprise film about Donald Trump. Oh, I bet that'll be a real surprise. And then Lieutenant Randy Sutton with Blue Lives Matter later on Daybreak.